How's it going, everybody? This is Baz from the Stoic Gaming Podcast. This is episode 5. It is Saturday, July 25th, 2015. And we're here today with our new permanent host, everybody. Finally got in one place at the same time. We got Jenna. Say hi, Jenna.
Yo.
We got Make 7.
Hello.
And we got Andy, the Listman Dangler.
What's up, everybody?
Alright, so it's been a little while, but we finally pulled this off. And so we have a new rule because typically everybody knows that watches the podcast that we drink whenever somebody talks over everybody. But since Make 7's the only one over there drinking, now whenever anybody talks over anybody, Make 7's going to drink.
Oh, fuck.
So,
I'm out of... Damn, I didn't grab enough drink for that.
So, yeah. So, all right. So, what do we got on the docket today? Ark. I know we've all, minus Jenna and Andy. I guess this is me and you, Meg. But we've been playing Ark. We do have an Ark server, right? You wanna talk about that?
We do. We have... it's called the Cuddly Cannibal because it just fits the game so well. It's increased XP and gather and all that fun stuff. It's all the good shit about PvP without the griefing assholes, basically. Like no offline base rating and stuff like that.
All right.
Still getting started though, so.
But we will have all the information on the website and to log on to that. It's 50-person server, I think you said? We're currently at 50 people on the server.
50-person cap right now.
All right, so we'll post all that stuff on the website. We'll put it in the show notes below too, and we'll have it shout out to Facebook and the 4 people on Google Plus that actually read it. I'll probably blast it out on my Twitter or something, a link to it. But we'll have information. So if you guys are interested in that, you're more than welcome to log on and come hang out with us. And yeah, so Ark. Let's talk about Ark. Actually,
let's talk about Ark. This is the greatest game I've played in recent history, man. I love Ark. I'll tell you what the craziest thing about it though is it's early access, right? And we're all familiar with this early access shit that's going on, right? A bunch of companies are failing at it. This company, who I've never even heard of, these guys update like twice a day almost. It may not be a major content patch, but they update, tweaks and optimizations daily, and then they got major content almost twice weekly, and it's I don't know how they do it. They just keep going. It's impressive.
Yeah, I noticed they're not only adding like bug patches, but simultaneously they're adding new dinosaurs, they're adding new features. They're like, and it's insane how much stuff is pouring out. You want to know what's pissed me off about this company so far, though? Have you been to their website?
Yeah.
I need I say more. I mean, it's a splash page, and it's got no fucking information on it whatsoever. There's no forums. I don't even think there's more than one page. Like, I think it's just the homepage, and it links to their Steam profile, basically.
Well, they post their entire team is super active on Reddit. On the play, they have an official Reddit, and they're on there answering questions every single day.
Oh, that's cool. Do they have like a community manager, a la Ghostcrawler or
They
Vexella?
They do. I forget his name, but he is on there all the time.
Well, that's cool. So, Jenna, you're gonna get on Ark, right?
Yes.
Put you on the spot. Yes.
There
Right,
you go.
right, right as soon as we're done here. I want to be a cuddly cannibal too, guys.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So we'll get Dangler.
Yes.
Have you done the Ark yet? It's actually playing behind us. That was great timing. Have you done the Ark yet?
No, I have not.
You should make a list for it anyway.
All right.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I've never not played that game. I don't know much about it. I mean, I've seen people play it, but it's about the
maybe we'll do an Ark giveaway. Like the first person that we don't know that logs into the server. Well, that's kind of redundant.
Rakumaru?
If you log into the server, we're going to give you a free copy of a game you already have. Don't worry about it.
I love it.
That's how we roll.
I see what you did there.
I should totally plan this shit out before I come up with these ideas. Well, anyway,
This isn't fair. That wasn't in the document. I'm so lost.
so
I need notes, guys. I need a list.
It's under Ark. The show notes look like a 4-year-old put them together, but it's good.
Oh yeah.
So we'll have to work on our show notage. But yeah, so one of the things I got to say about Ark is if you try to max this game out, there's a lot of people in the forums. Well, the Steam group is what Steam Hub I've been looking at. There's a lot of people bitching about how quote-unquote unoptimized this thing is, but the graphics are absolutely unbelievable. But I have gotten it to work on some pretty shitty computers by lowering the graphics. It just turns into a Nintendo 64 game.
I play it on since my GPU is bricked on this desktop. I played on my laptop, and it's got an 860M. I played it on high, and I'm still getting 30 to 35 FPS, which isn't amazing, but that's pretty damn good for a game like this.
Yeah, I'll say when you max this thing out, and you can kind of see it in the background what it looks like when it's maxed out, it is a gorgeous, gorgeous game. I highly recommend turning off fucking motion blur though.
That's because motion blur makes you frickin' sick. At least it does me.
And supposedly I heard it's already got Oculus and VR support built in, which is crazy. I can't wait to fucking fight a T-Rex in real life, in virtual life. Virtual life.
Take a drink, please. I'm talking over on purpose now to get you drunk.
I gotta go get drink. I don't have any on me. This is bullshit.
Unprepared, you're fired.
I know, right?
Fired!
Well, fine.
Wow, my arm cuts off. Look at that. Anyways.
What do you guys want from me? A list or something?
Yeah, it's that alcohol that he needs to get.
Hold on. I'm gonna go get something here. Since y'all gonna do this to me.
I'm gonna start with a controversial list.
Yeah, so for you guys that don't know a lot about Ark, it's basically a survival game a la Rust, right? It plays a lot like Rust, actually. Why am I getting an echo? Who's hot micing here? Go fucking figure.
And he left.
I will mute him.
You're welcome.
MAKE7110X.
Yeah, so it is it plays a lot like Rust, but the world is populated, as you can see behind us, by tons of dinosaurs, and they add new dinosaurs on a regular basis. And that dragon, so whatever. But, yeah. So nearly everything in the game, it's possible to... I muted him. He's back. Hold on.
You unmuted and undeafened MAKE7110X.
You were hot micing, and I could hear myself echoing in your background.
Oh, my bad.
That's cool. So you're still hot micing. Adjust your settings, fucker. So all these dinosaurs that are in the game, you can tame them, and they become your pet that can fight with you and stuff like that. But you can also build a saddle for them and ride them. They have levels. They have skill points. They have the whole nine. So it's pretty awesome. Like, you can get the Stegosaurus and like tail whip bushes to gather berries and stuff. There's a lot of depth to it. Unlike most survival games, you have levels, you have skills, you have blueprints you can unlock, that carries with you as you go forward. What else is really cool about it? The bed system and the mount system and everything, a lot of it is kind of based off of tribe. So your guild or whatever is called your tribe. And like, if you create a bed and say Rust, only you can respawn in your bed. So you got bedrooms with tons of beds in them from all the people in your tribe or whatever. In this game, the bed is shared. So as long as the tribe has created a bed, anybody from the tribe can respawn at that bed, which is...
Orgy.
Yes. That's a yes. So, what were we saying about the 2Ds before? Anyways. So you get one bed, and everybody can spawn at that bed, which is really cool. So there's a lot of things in this game. It seems like instead of just cloning H1Z1 or Rust or one of these other games, they're really thinking outside the box and how they can push the survival genre a little forward. And I think they're kind of setting the standard for it right now. So yeah, that's all.
They are. The community is a little bit better than Rust, I think, because normally when you play Rust, it's just log in, run around naked, get killed with a fucking rock in like 2 minutes. I've run into people and not had that problem at all. It's just, there's a lot more. Seems like a friendlier community, I should say. They'll still kill you, but at least they're nice about it.
Yeah, I don't know how long that good community thing's gonna last. I think the genre it's like at MOBAs, man. The genre is just gonna kind of, maybe because it's more tribe based. It's more, everything's kind of communal, maybe.
Yeah,
maybe.
More team oriented. Yeah.
So, Windows 10 comes out in 4 days, and I really hope that Ark is gonna work on Windows 10. You like that segue? That was pretty good, right?
Yeah.
So when Windows 10 comes out, and you guys talking to? Oh, we got Rokumaru. Hey, Rokumaru, what's going on? So in the chat room for all the listeners of the podcast later. So we got Windows 10 coming out, and I'll tell you my Windows 10 experience. H1Z1 and TeamSpeak, neither one of them worked in Windows 10 when I beta tested Windows 10, which, as you know, that led to a lot of issues with me getting into that clan on H1Z1. So
Yeah.
I've rolled back since then to Windows 8.1, but I'm really hoping that they've kind of fixed a lot of that problems and we don't run into some of those issues. But I guess we'll have to wait and see at this point.
I see a lot of people posting on. As a matter of fact, I read a Reddit post the other day. Somebody talking about some kind of issue they were having with logging into the server, but they had been playing H1 on a build of Windows 10 that some people already have.
Yeah, this is like 2 or 3 months ago. So yeah.
So, but they're having no issues with it. They're running the game just fine, other than the normal Daybreak nonsense where they can't log in.
Speaking of Daybreak, Smedly Smedly got pseudo shit can fired, resigned.
I think he just
Did he?
stepped down.
Yeah, Smedley's done.
Oh my god.
Yeah, Smedley.
Yay.
Somebody's excited. We got a SWG bitterness going on.
A
over
little
there.
bit, yeah.
Read the post. He's not gone.
But on his way out to his new leave/job change, he did say that they're going to be doing a massive combat upgrade for EverQuest. So, no, that didn't happen. That didn't.
Yeah. He's not leaving the company. He's resigning from CEO. The CPO's taken over, and now he's going to move to another position in the company. So if you
Janitor?
think he's out of the yeah, if you think he's out of it, you're crazy.
So Clegg is going to be taking over. No, that's not
I
true.
wish.
That'd
I
be
wish Clegg would
I don't
take
know
over.
what would happen. It would turn into a frat house, dude.
Everything would turn into an FPS like it should.
No.
Could you imagine like EverQuest 1 being an FPS?
I could, and it would be terrible, but I would still play the shit out of
Fucking
it.
horrible. Landmark,
believe
the
you still play
first-person
EverQuest.
shooter. Oh, so I've heard there's other games. Final Fantasy XIV just announced they're going to be coming out with a progression server, which I find very interesting that the progression server for EverQuest came out and now other games are going to start announcing their progression servers. What do you think about that? You would play the progression server for EQ, right, mate?
Yeah, the shitstorm surrounding that whole progression server, I'm surprised anybody wanted to fucking copy it. It's terrible.
Really?
It is just awful. Well, because everybody came back to EverQuest with what they remember from back in the day, and what they've forgotten about what they remember back in the day is EverQuest in the fucking beginning, and I played back
It's horrible.
right after Canark launched, and it was horrible.
Bless you.
What happened? What
I don't know.
happened?
You said what was that? Canark?
Yep.
Yes.
Okay.
Woo, right
Anyway.
over his head.
Yeah, it did. You got me. It was terrible. When you died, your body stayed there with all your gear on it, and half the time you couldn't fucking get back, so you lost everything that took you 3 weeks to get, and that was like a cloth tunic.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it was incredibly challenging, but incredibly rewarding. But people remember the rewards. They don't remember the crap that went along with it. So
Well-
everybody coming back is just remembering it and hating it.
I always thought that a World of Warcraft progression server would be awesome.
Oh,
So,
yeah, that'd be good.
so as you go through, you do like 40-man knacks and all this stuff, and then they unlock Burning Crusades content. Everybody travels to Burning Crusades, and then you have to go through Black Temple, and then Sunwell unlocked. I think that'd be solid, and I think Blizzard could handle doing it properly. Until they
Well,
made it
here's-
so easy that my 5-year-old could beat it.
That's the thing. Do you want the game as it is today, where you can get in and hit 2 buttons and max a character,
No.
or do you want to go back to the original and go through all of that crap again?
Yeah, because you feel like a superhero because it'd be hard as fuck in the beginning, and as they unlocked more and more of the game, it'd get easier and easier, and you just feel like you're awesome at the game.
I didn't feel like a superhero. I got bored as shit.
I did too.
Yeah, okay, touche. I'm not playing it anymore, so I guess that speaks volumes.
Yeah.
So.
I haven't had it installed on my computer in years.
And
I don't think.
Somehow, every time they come out with an expansion, I'm like, I'm gonna try this again, and then like a week later, I'm like, why am I doing this?
Yeah,
It just gets easier.
Yeah.
It does. Yeah, it just gets easier.
I think
and
they're
easier.
literally gonna put an I win button in their store. Like that'd be awesome. Push you
Yeah,
up
you
for
can-
gear. You just click
pretty
it, and
much,
your
yeah.
guy gets all decked out in gear. Then you push
I
it
mean-
again, and the gear gets like buffed up. Push it again, and it gets gems slotted in it.
Well, hell, they can buy characters now off of their freaking their version of a marketplace or whatever.
Yeah, you can.
So, I mean,
And they've done away with gemming anyway. They have like what, 2 gems now, and it's like 3 different stats, and you're like, hey, you're done.
Fuck it.
it's like Do you want this to make you hit harder or live longer?
Yeah, I'm waiting.
Exactly.
I'm waiting for stuff to say like instead of having like an item rating, it'll just say good, better, best.
Good.
I already have that.
Where'd you get that better chest piece? That's bullshit. Let's get the good one.
All right, we're having a raid tonight, guys. Make sure all your gear is best. We can't have any betters in here.
Whoa, this guy only has one better.
Oh, you know what's so great about the gaming now, though? When you go on a raid, it's like you have to have the gear from the raid in order to go to the raid.
To the raid, yeah.
And I'm like, how? I can't go to the raid to get the gear to go to the raid. So
It's almost like giving away a game for somebody that logs into the game, right?
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Pretty much.
So yeah, what other survival games? H1Z1 we've been playing. So
they're doing. There's something really cool going on with H1Z1 right now, and I'm really happy about it. So they were doing a quality of life update series, right? For like 2 weeks is what they had planned.
Right, it was like bug squashing, right?
Right. They keep finding more and more of them, which is obvious because it's an alpha. It's full of bugs. They keep finding more and more, and now they're extending their quality of lifetime to try and squash as much as they can before they push any more content. I think that's awesome.
I can respect that. Yeah, that's awesome.
It's past due, but it's awesome.
I don't.
Well, not
but
really past due, but
I do want an "I Survived Smed" T-shirt in the game.
Yes, please.
you're probably gonna have to fucking mod that yourself. I don't think that's gonna come out of Daybreak, bro.
You know what? Two games aren't on the top 10 survival games.
Oh God.
Here we go.
Listman.
Ark and H1Z1 are both not on the list.
How old is that
top 10
list?
survival?
July 24th, 2015.
I don't know if I can. I don't know if I can think of 10 survival games.
I saw one today that had it on there.
There's a ton of survival games.
We need like list music where it's like da 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 da. Go ahead. Let's hear the top 10 survival.
7 Days to Die is number 1.
Touche. I can't argue that.
Yeah.
I can't argue that.
No More Room in Hell. Never played it.
Never played it.
Subnautica.
But if you log into No More Room in Hell, we'll give you a free copy of it.
Do you know what Subnautica is?
No.
I actually was looking at this because I didn't know what it was. It actually looks pretty cool. It's pretty much like Stranded Deep. You know what that game was?
Is that where you're stranded underwater or some shit? There's like sharks.
Yeah, you're stranded on an island, I thought.
On Stranded Deep?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or are you stranded on like a raft?
I don't know. I never really played Stranded Deep, but I've seen people play it. And yeah, you're like stranded on a beach. I'm pretty sure you can go from like you can swim across the ocean to or on your raft to other beaches and stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
And that's pretty much what Subnautica is, but it's like an underwater version. Don't Starve. I was about to buy this game, and we were like with a couple of my buddies, and we were gonna play it, but we never did. But it looks pretty good.
All right, I have Don't Starve, and I've played it extensively, right?
You like it?
I absolutely love that game. The developers are awesome. They put out good patches and stuff. It's actually a completed game. It's probably the only survival game that's actually gone gold. But it's a 2D game, but it is absolutely phenomenal, and it's brutally difficult. So kind of their gimmick, the cool thing about this game, like, so you start off the game and you're like, oh, survival game, it's 2D. Look at these Tim Burton graphics. This is pretty cool. I'm gathering shit. And all of a sudden it starts getting dark, right? So when it gets dark, it's literally pitch fucking black. You can't see shit, and if you're in the pitch black, like demons attack you and kill you. So at night, you spend your nights like hugging a campfire, like it's Jenna Jameson on ecstasy. Like it's insane, like because you're literally the campfire makes this tiny little circle of light, so you're just like sitting next to it, praying that nothing comes and rapes your soul, and it's scary as fuck. And then the day comes and you're like, holy shit, I got so much crap to do before nightfall or I'm gonna fucking die. It's got like climate effects that'll affect you, so you'll freeze to death. It's got seasons, so you go through so many days and it'll turn fall, and then so many days and it'll turn winter. And like if you are not prepared for the elements, you're gonna fucking die. The game is absolutely phenomenal, and they just several months ago came out with a multiplayer version of it, which is
awesome.
Together.
We were gonna buy
Don't Starve Together. I highly recommend it, and if you guys get Don't Starve Together, I will play with you in a heartbeat, because the problem I had with that game is I played it extensively. I hated playing with like pugs, and so I kind of let it go for a little bit.
You gifted me that game. We never played it.
Did I? We should play it. We
Like
should play
the
it.
art.
Yeah, Don't Starve Together is great, and I will happily play it immediately preceding this, if you guys
Okay.
Just saying.
Deal.
Number 5 is a game I've never heard of. It's called The Long Dark.
The Long Dark.
I want to play that.
That is
Actually,
a fun
Chris,
game.
you introduced me to this, so you could speak on The Long Dark, dude.
I loved it. It's a single player survive against all the odds. There's no zombies, there's no mutants. It's nothing like that. You literally are in an incredibly cold climate where you can't build anything. All you have to do is find and survive and see how long it can go. That is it. Simplistic but beautiful. The graphics are really Borderlandish. They've got that, I forget the word they use, where it's got the black outline around stuff. Cell shaded. And it's absolutely gorgeous, and it's a lot of fun. And I've literally never had a game terrify me like that one did. Just from, I'd come out of a door, I had looted a can of soup from a house, and I was excited because I might live for a day. And a wolf came out of nowhere, and I literally leaped out of my chair. It was so much fun. It's great. It's a great game.
I know we're all members of the PC Master Race here, but there is a Don't Starve, yeah. Beep, beep, take 2. There is a Long Dark beta that is free right now on Xbox One.
Nice.
So if you got an Xbox One, I highly recommend it. It plays very well. Yeah, go check it out. It's worth it. It's a good game. It's a solid game.
I'm turning my Xbox One on now.
Yeah, it's on there.
This game, number 6, it says it's a free Flash game. Okay, it's called The Last Stand Union City.
How the fuck is that?
Wait, go ahead.
I was just saying, how the fuck does that beat out Ark? But go ahead. I interrupted. Go ahead.
Have you played that game?
No. It's a fucking
actually,
Flash
now
game.
that I think about it. Dude, I'm pretty sure you have to it's pretty in depth for a Flash game. Like you have to set up like a barrier. There's like tons of different weapons and stuff like that. I think I have played it before. It's pretty good. Oh, alright. You go from like city to city too. I played it a while ago, but it's not bad.
Maybe we'll check it out. Make sure
it's
you post.
Not better than Ark.
Make sure.
This list might have came out before Ark.
Yeah, Ark's pretty new. Make sure you post that top 10 list on the Facebook page, and we'll check it out.
Okay. Number 7 is This War of Mine.
I've heard of that, but I haven't played it.
Yeah.
I've heard really good things about it, actually.
Yeah, I've never played it either. It's about surviving in a war.
What I heard about that,
I
was listening to the Massively OP podcast, I think, and they were talking about it, and they said that you're in a war like World War II or some shit, but it's not about the war. Like, the war is like second fiddle. It doesn't really have anything to do with the game. It's about your mental state while you're in the war and stuff. It's supposed to be really good.
That's what it says. Characters just want to kill themselves while they're depressed and all this stuff.
Yeah, it's supposed to be really, really like one of those emotional games.
It says it's really depressing and really awesome.
Yeah, because I love games that make me fucking depressed.
Is this a survival game, or is that like a...
Oh, alright, the next game just came out on Steam. It says, and by recently I mean yesterday. It's called Rebuild 3 Gangs of Deadsville. Have to look that up. I've never heard of it.
Never heard of it.
No,
and I'm guessing since it's Rebuild 3, there was probably a 2 and a 1.
I would make a game like that and start on some arbitrary number. Look at this game, 17.
This is the most original
Star Wars
survival game that you're going to get so far.
Yeah, they started with, what, 3?
4.
Well, whatever.
How about Project Zomboid?
Project Zomboid's a good game, and actually it might actually be the first survival game that ever came out, because that predates, the beta on that predates DayZ. It's a pixelated kind of isometric 2D zombie game where it starts off, it says, this is the story of how I died. And you're in this house, and like your wife is just died in her bed or whatever, and just don't fucking die. And there's zombies fucking like you're not gonna live very long. But and you can like craft stuff and make stuff. And there is no like.
Okay, go ahead.
There's no like get to a point where you're got a comfortable base and you're surviving just fine like other survival games. Like you're gonna fucking die. But, go ahead, Andy.
It says it's as realistic as a zombie game can get.
Yeah, it's an epic game. It's a good game.
Number 10, 60 Seconds. Don't know what that is either. It says, ever wonder what would happen if your city was nuked? Well, don't worry, because 60 Seconds has got the answer. Let me explain. The game is divided into 2 parts. Scavenging, where you have 60 seconds to collect all the supplies in your house, and be in a shelter once the time runs out, and survival in which you are stuck in a vault until somebody comes to save you. While you're in there, you have to survive on the things you have gathered. The game just recently came out on Steam, and I have been having the time of my life playing it.
Is that you or what you're reading?
That's what I'm reading.
The game just recently came out on Steam, and I'm having the time of my life playing it.
I think that sounds pretty cool.
Yeah,
I mean,
that sounds pretty chill.
It sounds different than any of the other ones.
I mean, it only lasts for 2 minutes, so it's not like...
I hope it's got replay value.
And you can eat cockroaches in it, so I'm down.
There you go.
That's cool.
The survival part, I think you're just stuck in there until somebody comes to save you. I don't think it's only 60 seconds.
You know what would make a game like that cool is if other people playing the game could come save you.
Or kill you.
Like randomly come across you and or kill you, yeah.
The survival thing there, it's got to be somebody that can come just destroy you and take your stuff.
There's also contenders on this one. I'll just read them quick. Is The Forest, Minecraft, Rust, and DayZ.
So The Forest is pretty awesome. Me and Chris actually played The Forest and there's a video on our YouTube channel of us playing The Forest, I believe. And yeah, The Forest was good. I haven't checked in on it in a while though. I don't know what they've been doing.
I haven't either. I'm sure it's amazing though, because even when we were playing back then, they were doing shit every couple of weeks. They had some big content coming out.
I'm saying it right now. When Rust is finished, it's gonna be the best one, I think.
I don't know. Ark is really fucking.
Yeah, I don't think so. I don't think so.
Well,
I don't know. Rust is. They're doing. It's not even a game. It's turning into like a social experiment. It's
that's
why
what it is.
I think they've done so much like changing in that game that I feel like the end result is just gonna be great.
It's a great game.
I cannot express how much I love Gary's "fuck you" attitude to the community.
I think it's gonna be great.
Yeah. I think it is great. It is. I think the only two real contenders. There's only really 3 contenders. I got a short list, and it's Ark, H1Z1, and Rust are the 3 main contenders for best survival game in my book.
Dude, I don't know if H1Z1's gonna get that much better. Sadly,
7 Days to Die is an honorable mention.
I don't know, man. I got to put DayZ in there because regardless, that is a fucking survival simulator.
Is DayZ done? Like, are they still updating?
Oh God, no!
They're working on like a PS4 version, and they haven't even.
It just hasn't changed.
Zombies still clip through walls and shit, and they're like, "We're gonna put out a console version." Like, I've given up on it's vaporware. It's not gonna come out.
Right, that's not the Division.
The Division. Jesus.
You remember when you said that when that game was first announced? You're like, it's vaporware.
Yeah, I called it a long ass. It's coming. Vaporware is always coming.
Come in December.
Okay.
I'm gonna fucking play it when I play it.
So Fallout 4 is kind of a survival game.
It's a survival game.
So yeah. Have you guys heard of that game? Anybody heard of Fallout 4?
Never heard of it. Wow. What's that about?
Wasn't that on
It's an Android game that's coming out where you gotta like maintain your Fallout shelter. It comes out in August.
I thought it was something totally different.
That actually is true though. The survival the Android version of Fallout Shelter was announced for I think it's August. So
you said something about it last time. I think that's what you said. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a pretty good. It's a pretty good like cell phone game. That came out on iPhone first because everybody's got to dig up Apple's ass for some reason. But
no, Apple's got to dig up their ass.
Yeah.
Dude, I'm not gonna read this list, but the list I was gonna start on was the 10 most overrated games of all time.
Read it.
Go for
Read it, list man.
I think Brett's gonna be upset about a couple of them.
Shit,
God,
had one job.
Here we go. Let's hear it. Bring it.
5's World of Warcraft.
Go figure.
Ooh.
Yeah, of course.
Fair enough.
3's Minecraft.
Yeah, I agree with that.
10 Final Fantasy 7. I just
Yes.
You agree with all of this, Brett? Do you though? Really?
I don't know because here's the deal, right? I think part of a game is its power to hold itself up over time, right? And if you go back and play like Mario 64, like the game's outstanding, it still holds up as a great game, right? But if you look at Final Fantasy VII and go back and play it now, outside of the nostalgia factor, the game's not as solid as people thought it was. Like it was great in its day, and it's the only game that actually made me shed a tear in my life. And of course, that's when Ares died. Like I had to say that. But the game doesn't hold up now. You know what I'm saying? Like it doesn't. It's the blocky graphics are fucking horrid. Like so,
they're remaking it.
And combat system.
The combat system is rough. I do enjoy the materia system though, but I mean, so it's a solid game and it's a great game, but like I can bring up a Super Nintendo game. Chrono Trigger holds up better than Final Fantasy VII does in my mind. So
that's like, my bad. I didn't mean to.
Yeah, I think Final Fantasy VII was amazing in its day. It was by far and wide it was a revolution in role playing games. But I just feel that over time it's gotten dated, and a lot of the credit that it gets these days is built off of nostalgia of how awesome it was for its day.
The Realm was pretty damn awesome for its day too. We don't see us rushing out to play it.
I really don't think aged well was the last Fallout New Vegas. I loved that game when it first came out. I bought it again and just started playing it recently, and
it's not as much fun.
So,
not at all.
What's number one on the list of top overrated games in
Call of Duty?
Oh yeah,
yes,
touche.
Completely agree.
Angry Birds is 2.
Does Madden get an honorable mention?
No, Madden's not on it.
They don't even talk about sports games. Like, they're not games. Like, fucking FIFA 7,221.
Yeah, it's Call of Duty, Angry Birds, and then 4 is Halo. 6 is Flappy Birds.
I don't know if I agree with the Halo thing.
That game was stupid.
Halo? No,
I don't know
that's
if I agree
not
with
overrated. That's the beginning of the
It's Halo, not a bad game, just
yeah, I don't know if I agree with the whole Halo thing. That's probably the only one I
Flappy
agree.
Birds was 6.
Yeah, that should have been 1.
It.
Five Nights at Freddy's is 7.
Yeah,
I agree with that one.
I agree with that one.
Half-Life 2 is 8.
That's bullshit.
I told you were gonna agree with this list.
No,
I put Half-Life before Half-Life 2, but yeah.
You think Half-Life is overrated? Jesus Christ.
No. Like, I'm saying Half-Life 2 belongs there because it was cool and all, but they didn't even finish it.
No, Half-Life 2 episodes they didn't finish. They finished Half-Life 2 as a game. Yeah, but there was Half-Life 2. Yeah. Where's 3?
What? 3 was Minecraft.
No, episode 3 of Half-Life.
Oh.
They just said, fuck this.
9 is Grand Theft Auto 4.
Yeah.
Which San Andreas was better, and 5 was better. So.
Yeah. 5 was solid, though.
Dude, San Andreas was the best of them all.
San Andreas
5 is awesome.
Definitely
dude. I love 5.
My biggest complaint about 5 is after San Andreas, they had already established, like, fuck a city, we're building a state. And now they've scaled back to a city. And I wish they would go back. I want to be able to drive off into the country and see the little podunk towns and
play the crew. You just can't get out and kill people.
I just found it funny that
no point, not playing it.
Honorable mention was Pokemon Red.
Nice.
Like just Pokemon Red though.
Yo, you know your game sucks when the Twitch Collective can beat you. I'm just saying.
Touché. A good list.
So,
I don't agree with a lot of that.
I don't agree
with
that.
I didn't think you
so,
guys would agree with that.
Who saw the trailer for World of Warcraft? The leaked trailer from E3.
I saw
Didn't see it.
parts. I saw something with a griffin riding over Stormwind. That's all I saw.
Alright, so there was a leaked trailer from E3, and it shows kind of the storyline of the orcs opening the initial portal. And it's like over-the-shoulder guys talking and silhouetting in front of it. So it's a horrible fucking, like, cell phone rip of this trailer, right? But I gotta say, the movie looks outstanding, and I think it was Mike Morheim had made a comment essentially saying that in 100 years, when people think about Warcraft, he'd rather them remember the movie than the video games. So I think that speaks volumes for the level of quality that they're trying to put on this movie. I think we're talking like Lord of the Rings level quality that they're throwing at this movie. And I saw some pictures of like the armor, I saw Doomhammer and stuff. It looks ridiculously awesome.
What I couldn't tell is it all basically like Blizzard's awesome CG department, because they have that with their game clips and stuff. Did they make a movie, or is this like a live action movie with just a bunch of CGI in it?
This is a live action movie with a shit ton of CGI in it. So like they showed off the armor that Lothar is going to be wearing and stuff, and the people are real people. But let's be honest about this, and similar to Lord of the Rings, the entire movie was filmed in 6 weeks, and then they had 24 months of post-production.
Holy shit.
Alright? So, and it's the director from 300, which was also a complete CG filmed in front of a green screen movie.
Yeah.
So, I think it's going to be epic. And Blizzard's CG department, I don't even think their CG department's involved in this movie, because the CG in this is leaps and bounds above anything Blizzard's ever produced.
Really? Because they produce some pretty good shit.
We're talking Weta Digital Lord of the Rings style CG. Like, it's pretty fucking ridiculous.
Nice.
So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. It's telling the story of Warcraft 1, Orcs and Humans. So yeah, I think it's going to be pretty awesome. 2016, I think it's slated for. This is going to be a pretty good, like, next 12 months for movies. We got, like, Batman v Superman looks amazing. How about Suicide Squad?
Yeah, I want to see that
looks
one.
good.
That looks good. The chick they got playing Harley Quinn is awesome. I don't know who the fuck she is, but Jesus, she is going to nail that role. She's going to overshadow Jared Leto's Joker, no matter how good a job he does. So, yeah.
It's because we can never have another Joker like the one we had. What was it? Heath Ledger, right?
Yes.
I'm very careful saying that because people said that about Jack Nicholson too till Heath Ledger popped in. You know what I'm saying? And the Joker looks very different than Heath Ledger's Joker. And let's not forget that it's the same director. And he did take the guy from 10 Things I Hate About You and Brokeback Mountain and turn him into the Joker. So he's definitely got the ability to transform people, if you will. So I'm not worried about Batfleck at all. So,
all I know is that the Batman vs Superman, that shit doesn't even. I'm very alone in this, but that shit doesn't even interest me because I couldn't care fucking less about either.
I thought Man of Steel was epic.
Characters, really.
So, yeah, I thought Man of Steel was epic, so I'm pretty excited about it. What else we got on the horizon?
Captain America.
There's Captain America 3 Civil War is coming out. Yeah, that's going to be fucking awesome. I'm going to see Ant-Man tonight at the drive-in movie theater.
I still need to see that.
I haven't seen it either.
I got to suffer through Minions first because it's a doubleheader.
You have to wait. Did you say suffer through Minions, bro?
I want
to go see Minions.
I've heard bad things about Minions. I heard they make good side companions for a movie, but when you focus the movie on them, it becomes like partially annoying halfway through the movie.
That's what I heard.
Oh, damn.
Yeah.
Ruins that.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about World of Warcraft.
Deadpool comes out too.
Deadpool looks
talking about
awesome. Like, he's so far behind. Andy, mute Twitch, dude, and just listen to Mumble, alright, man?
And from left field comes Listman.
Hey, I don't. Why are you guys talking about World of Warcraft? What? We're talking.
He turns around and he's like, "Yeah,
for like 10 minutes."
Right?
Dude.
Andy comes off the top rope with, "Yeah, Ark's a great game."
Ark's great, man. They're good.
No, honestly, I heard someone say something about World of Warcraft movie and I zoned out.
Ghostbusters reboot's coming.
Ugh.
I don't know. Like, here's my take on it, and this is kind of my perception about remakes, right? I cross my fingers and hope that it's good, right? I do like. I hate to call her the fat chick, but I don't remember her name.
Melissa McCarthy.
Melissa McCarthy. I like Melissa
You're
McCarthy. Welcome. Thank you.
No.
I like Melissa McCarthy.
She's attempted to be the female reproduction of Chris Farley, and you can't fucking do it.
Oh my god, no, she's amazing.
She's lost a little weight too.
They both have the same size tits.
I just don't think she's that funny. She's just, I don't know.
They both have the same size tits.
How about Fat
Yeah,
Amy, dude?
that's
She's
true.
the best.
I don't know. I like Melissa McCarthy. I was a big Chris Farley fan too, and I heard an interview with her on Howard Stern where Chris Farley is like her idol, and she totally says like she knows she could never like reincarnate him, but her career is like an homage to his career, so that I can touche and respect that. And I like her.
I can appreciate that, but I don't know. I don't find her that funny. Maybe I'll go back and rewatch something.
Yeah, and here's the way I feel about this is if it sucks, I can choose to ignore it and pretend it never happened. But if it's good, then rock on. We got a new Ghostbusters movie, and I'm souped. Like, so I don't know.
That's true. Yeah, I do want to see another Ghostbusters movie.
What do you guys think about
What's up?
Independence Day coming out? The new one.
Is it a reboot or a sequel?
Resurgence.
I think it's a fucking sequel.
Is Will Smith in it?
No, it's
No, he's
Jaden
not.
Smith, so it'll be terrible.
Oh,
But it's
God.
probably like a second one.
Although I still call out that if Marvel does a Spider-Man movie with Miles Morales, that Jaden Smith would nail that role. I think he's the one to do it. Just saying. Who doesn't know what the fuck I'm talking about?
I have no fucking.
All right.
I don't like World of Warcraft.
Not World of Warcraft, Marvel. Marvel, man. Marvel. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Let go of Warcraft.
So in the Civil War, which is about to happen in the Marvel Cinematic Universe, right? One thing leads to another, and Peter Parker gets himself killed. And then Jaden Smith, Jesus Christ. And then a new Spider-Man rises up named Miles Morales, who is the only Spider-Man in the comic books right now. Like, Peter Parker's dead, right? So I have a feeling now that Marvel has kind of grabbed the reins from Sony for Spider-Man that they're gonna kill Peter Parker and rise up Miles Morales as Spider-Man, which would be awesome.
I'm okay with that.
Yeah. So, and if you look at the comic book of who Miles Morales is, it looks like Jaden Smith. So I think maybe. Well, here's the question: go back to Independence Day. Is Will Smith in it? Or is this Terminator fucking 3, or are we?
It's like his stepson, isn't it?
It's the guy who plays his body double in some movies, isn't it?
Oh God, I don't know. I haven't done a lot of research on it yet, so I don't really know.
I've only heard a little bit about it, so. But I'm gonna watch. I'm gonna see it regardless.
But I'm gonna
say fucking Independence Day.
I'm gonna say like Total Recall reboot was awesome. I liked it. I dug it.
I enjoyed it. Yeah.
The RoboCop reboot, while it didn't stay R-rated in its gory, bloody roots. It was still a good movie. I dug it.
What about the Judge Dredd reboot?
Is it out? I don't know anything about it.
You never saw that?
I saw Judge Dredd. I didn't. Oh, there was a reboot. Is that the one with Sylvester Stallone?
Judge Dredd was with Sylvester Stallone, but Dredd came out with was it Colin Farrell? No, it wasn't.
Colin Farrell did the Total Recall reboot. How long do we have to wait before we get a reboot of a reboot? That's what I want to know. That day's coming.
Friday the 13th is getting a reboot, so you may have your answer.
Holy shit, are you serious?
I am serious. It's coming out in May.
Why are they doing that? I want a Nightmare on Elm Street reboot that's better than that horrible piece of shit they did last time. Cast Robert Englund again. Do a Nightmare on Elm Street reboot, yeah.
Joe Dirt 2 suck.
So speaking of Joe Dirt, does poo float in space? Who the fuck wrote these show notes?
I can't believe you read that.
I had to.
Yes.
Yeah, I had to.
So you're like a teleprompter, right? Hold on, keep talking for a minute.
No.
Go fuck yourself, San Diego.
So, what else we got? CSGO. Who wants to talk about CSGO?
I do. I fucking love it, and I'm so upset that it took me so long to finally get it. It's so awesome. I forgot how much fun CS is.
I'm losing another one of my gaming friends to CSGO. That's great.
I play CSGO.
I play other stuff. I play other stuff, but it's a lot of fun because I remember the last CS I played. Like I played a tiny bit of Source, but I really didn't play that much.
So
the last one I played was.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, you're good, and I'm out of liquor, so stop talking over me. I can't keep drinking for y'all.
So, everybody knows like competitive gaming, I completely fucking suck at. I like it. I just like don't put me on your team if you want to win. We'll have a great time, but you're not gonna win a whole lot, right? So, I haven't gotten really into CS:GO because it seems like it's got an overtly competitive community, kind of like League of Legends. So I've kind of stayed away from it.
There's a competitive community and a casual community. And in the casual community, you have the tryhards and those dudes that are gonna talk their shit. But the beautiful thing is you can mute them and just still enjoy the game with your buds, which is fucking awesome. It's a lot of fun, dude. It's a lot of fun.
I've been on Heroes of the Storm a lot. I'm thoroughly enjoying it. They keep patching new characters into it and stuff, and I'm actually liking a lot of Blizzard games outside of WoW. Like I've been playing a lot of Hearthstone. What else? There's a new expansion coming out for Hearthstone called the Argent Tournament expansion's coming out, so that's going to be pretty awesome.
I need to get back into that game.
And I actually like the single player, like they got Blackrock Mountain and Naxxramas out, and it's like single player fighting bosses and stuff. I like that better than the actual like competitive part of it. It's pretty awesome.
I do too, because people pull cards out that I have no idea where in the hell it came from and stomp me.
That's where they get them.
Yeah.
But I would like to see some multiplayer stuff come down on Hearthstone. For example, like when you play, I used to play Magic 2014, and you could have 4-way matches, like one-on-one on one-on-one, or the old WoW TCG game, which we used to play. You could have they had boss decks like raid decks, and like 4 people could be on one team fighting the raid deck, and I think that'd be awesome if fucking Hearthstone could pull some shit like that off. Yeah, it was, and you would actually have like the healer and the tank, and it was awesome. It was awesome. So it'd be really cool if they could pull that off in Hearthstone.
Yeah, I got to get back into the game. I played it for a little bit. I don't know why I quit. It wasn't anything in the game. I think I just got interested in something else and didn't go back to it.
Probably Tinder.
Sixes.
Man, I can't stop swiping.
So what else have people been playing? Jenna, what you been playing?
I've been playing a lot of Star Wars again because the Trigger just came out a couple days ago. So I mean, I'm in love with that race anyway. So it's been fun.
Yeah, they swapped the 3D model on your character's head, and that's added enjoyment to your game. That's great.
Well, no, I actually started over again, because I'm perpetually like level 2.
Yeah.
So
I actually been playing. Have you logged into that guild that we were in?
They kicked me.
They kicked you? They didn't kick me. I've logged in once in a while, and they're like, hey, that like 14-year-old's like, hey, how's it going? Long time no talk. What have you been doing? Blah, blah, blah. And I just log back out. I don't even say anything. I'm like, hi. And I'm like,
when a 14-year-old told me I couldn't play, have 2 lightsabers, I was like, yeah, you know what? I'm not going to play with you anymore.
Yeah, it was like, I felt like I was in middle school again. I was like, I'm not cool enough for you guys. Leave me alone.
Nice.
And then didn't you get hit on by like a 16-year-old?
I did.
Too? Yeah, that was.
It was a little awkward. Yeah, I was a little uncomfortable.
I think our talk on competitive video games was a little too short there.
Go ahead, Andy. What do you got?
Thank you, Andy. Thank you.
Let's go with the top 10 competitive video games with the highest skill cap. So League of Legends isn't on the list.
Go figure.
I mean, I'm not gonna lie. I play League. It's really not that hard. It is a lot harder to use.
Is Dota on there?
Yes, it is.
Dota
Number 10
Dota's
is
pretty rough.
FIFA Soccer 13.
Blah. Next.
Number 9, Super Smash Bros. Melee. Okay, I don't understand the skill cap on that one, but I guess
I play Super Smash Brothers on Wii U.
I think you
and
just mash your buttons, right?
DS. No, see, you can play. There's definitely 2 skill levels in that game. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat, right? So you can feel like you're a badass at the low level, but then when you play somebody that's at the high level, like competitive, you won't even hit him. Like, it's amazing the shit that they do in this game, and I am definitely not at that level. Going back to me sucking at competitive gaming, but it's unreal, like how deep the combos and stuff are, and like the timing in Twitch gaming and stuff like that. So yeah, that's definitely, I can see that.
Yeah, it's got a skill.
All right, before I continue this, I just want to say I understand completely why League of Legends isn't on this list. It does have one of the biggest competitive scenes, you know what I mean? But the problem with League is you watch them farm for like 10 minutes, and then you know who the winner is. Because whoever won the early game is going to win the game. And it's just 40 minutes of one team winning, pretty much. That's my big problem with League right now. It's too easy to just win. I don't know. You know what I'm saying, though?
Yeah. What else is on the list?
Number 8's Dota 2. Brett, do you have anything to say about that?
Yeah, I played Dota for a while. Dota 2 is definitely, to me, I started with the League, like obviously, like most people did in MOBAs, and it wasn't very deep to me, and the itemization was kind of annoying, so I kind of jumped to Dota 2, and Dota 2 is just a little bit deeper as far as skill, where you've got, the hell is it called? You got denies and stuff like that. I don't know, it just seems like there's a little more to kind of track. So yeah, I think Dota's definitely, and it's probably one of the harder MOBAs that's out there right now.
The reason the guy here says the reason he picks Dota 2 ahead of Heroes of New Earth and League of Legends is because the actual skill required for perfect execution is much higher in Dota 2.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So, yeah. Oh, did you hear that? Number 7's Warcraft 3: The Frozen Throne.
Fair enough.
I don't know.
Warcraft 3 was a rough game, man. Like, when you got into the high level
Warcraft 3 was
game.
awesome. I fucking loved that one.
Yeah, I like that one too.
I just feel like those games, they should be ahead of it.
As people know Warcraft 3 now, StarCraft 2.
EVE
Online is number 6.
EVE is a ridiculously hard game.
That should be a lot higher, I think.
EVE is like, it should be called like Space is a hard game.
I've never
Spaces of, I can't think of a good name.
No, I had something and I brain farted. Sorry, talking is hard.
I've never. Okay.
Words, Brett. Words.
I've never even heard of number 5. It's called Guns the Duel.
No, it's probably some crazy Korean game.
It says a hipster pick. I don't know.
The hipster pick.
Number 4 is Counter Strike. Of course, that's gonna be on the list.
The original Counter Strike or CS:GO?
Counter Strike, especially Counter Strike 1.6.
Oh yeah, see, that's what I remember the most is 1.6.
I'd be surprised if Team Fortress wasn't on there.
Not only does CS require perfect aiming execution, but it requires one to work well in a team environment. I mean, it's true. Yeah, you know, I think Counter Strike's really good competitively. It's pretty much the game is made for competitiveness. I think
that's exact. It was designed for it.
That's why I'd be surprised if Team Fortress didn't show up on the list somewhere.
It's not.
Yeah.
Number 3 is Street Fighter 3. I'm not.
Is it Super Street Fighter 3 EX Alpha plus fucking
Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Fight for the Future arc? And I am not a fan of Street Fighter games.
Speaking of Street Fighter 5 is coming out, although I think it's a PS4 exclusive. But Street Fighter 5 is coming out, and they promised there would be no other Street Fighter 5. So as they tweak and balance and speed stuff up and blah, 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 they're going to patch Street Fighter 5, and there will be no Super Street Fighter 5 Alpha plus EX Teledildonics.
But will it have a D?
Number 2 is
have
Quake
two
3
Ds.
Arena.
Which one?
Quake 3 Arena?
Yeah,
Oh,
that game
yeah.
was ridiculous
Yeah.
back in the day. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's totally fair.
I wonder
Yeah.
if Unreal Tournament's on this list.
No, we only got number 1, and that's StarCraft Brood War.
Yeah, fair enough.
Darkcast.
It's
You say
fun.
Unreal Tournament?
I did.
Unreal Tournament wasn't on
Am I
this.
the only one tracking Unreal Tournament 4? Is anybody else keeping tabs on that?
Yeah, I didn't even know that game was still being like,
Okay, so the Unreal Engine 4 came out, right? Probably like 6
Right.
months ago. And Unreal Tournament, whoever the hell makes that, Epic or whoever the fuck makes that shit, they announced Unreal Tournament 4. And when they launched it, hold on, check it out. It's open source. And I am not talking it's open development. You can, like, this bullshit like Landmark and this. It's literally open source where you, if you have coding skills, can go add to the game.
what?
And and it's completely free. It's open source, and and their developers are working on it alongside the community. So it's not like I post in Reddit, hey, we should have a bigger fucking rocket launcher. You could make the rocket launcher and put it in the game yourself. It's completely fucking open source. I highly recommend you guys download it. Like the first time I downloaded and played it, they didn't even have textures in the game. Like it was that alpha. I don't even know what. Yeah. So
I'm getting that today.
It's pretty epic. It's actually starting to congeal as a game and stuff, and it's pretty fucking solid. There's some launchers. If you get that game, make sure you find one of the self-updating launchers and stuff, because you have to. It's so fucking open source. You have to like go to GitHub and download the code and compile it and shit. But there's people that have made launchers that like get the new builds and stuff, and it's awesome, and it's definitely a really crazy experiment in developing.
I'm gonna play that. I'm gonna play that.
Unreal Tournament 4.
I fucking love Unreal Tournament.
Yep.
They're gonna have a live stream on the 29th of July.
Who, Unreal Tournament?
Yep.
That's pretty
Really?
Cool. Yeah.
Yeah, on
Sweet.
Twitch.
I know what I'm
You know,
watching.
that was just one list, of course, but I was just looking at other lists, the same thing. A lot of them, I'm not going to read all of them, but a lot of them have what I thought would be numbers 1 and 2, or League of Legends, Counter-Strike, CSGO, and Source being number 1 and 2. I feel like they're the best for competitive, just because they're the most popular, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I guess they're not the most challenging games.
I'm kind of curious to see where Overwatch is going to land.
Hey, RSYY asked if you're still enlisted, by the way.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah. Who? RSYY. Do I know you, RSYY?
Arce or Z?
I think he left, but I'm not sure.
Probably. I would if no one answered my question for like 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Because I saw it too,
Losers.
and I was just like,
No, that's TikTok.
You talked about Overwatch, dude. Have you played that Dirty Bomb game?
No, what's Dirty Bomb?
So, it's another one of those, like, it's almost like I haven't played it, but everybody tells me about it, and I've watched videos. I'm going to download it here soon, because it's free to play. But it's like a Team Fortress type game, but I guess on crack. Everybody I know that plays it loves it. I just haven't tried it yet. But it's got the kind of the cartoony graphics and just the, out there skills and gunplay and all that fun stuff. So
That's cool.
another one to look
Yeah, I'll
for.
check it out. Hey, it's completely off topic. Am I the only one that... Well, you guys don't have kids, do you?
I have a dog.
I got no kids.
I give my
But I
kids
know-
alter egos, and I haven't decided if that's weird or not. Like, Marco is Mega Marco. He's, yeah. So, and he's Mega Marco. And Gigi is Princess Glitter Bomb.
Okay, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Well, it happened. We were at Disneyland a few weeks ago, right? And she went to this place called the Bippity Boppity Boutique, where like fairy godmothers transform them into princesses. It's stupid expensive, but it was ultra worth it, right? They do makeup and all this, the hair, and like super professional. Like they give her a dress and a magic wand, and it's badass, right? My daughter had a blast with it. Well, for the rest of the day, everywhere she sat down, there was like a slug splotch of glitter.
Of glitter.
Right? So she became Princess Glitter Bomb for the rest of the day. So, yeah. And then I realized that I want to make a game. It's like the adventures of Mega Marco and Princess Glitter Bomb.
You should do that.
I
You should
think
totally
that
do it.
would be an epic game.
And do it in the cry engine.
Yeah, right.
That would be great.
Anyways. So yeah, this is the part, if there's anybody in the chat room that we would answer questions, we would have a mailbag or we'd answer questions from the comments, but since we're pseudo new and we're still working on crawling out of the cellophane, we don't have a whole lot of comments yet. So leave comments, give us 5-star reviews in fucking iTunes and leave reviews and
tell us if we suck.
Yeah.
Let us know what we need to talk about more.
Hop in the chat room during the podcast and on Twitch, and I have lots of video games to give out that are on the Twitch page. And you can find us, of course, on Facebook and YouTube and Google Plus and Twitter. And we have a Steam group. We're soon to have an Arc server that Make 7 over there is going to be running. And that's about it.
Woo.
Anybody got any final words?
Yeah, I want to play Arc.
Already?
I'll play Arc too.
No, well, what are we gonna do? Do you want to play Arc or do we want to play Don't Starve?
I want to play Arc.
Arc, Jen.
I want to play.
I'm actually gonna download. I think I'm gonna go buy it.
Arc.
It's a good idea.
Yeah.
Do
I'll
it
try
now.
out.
We're not gonna end the podcast till you give us a confirmed purchase order.
Dude. Seriously, I have to go find my purse.
Just give me your credit card number over the podcast and I'll take care of it.
Oh yeah, that's a fantastic idea. Hold on.
No, it's cool. It's only people, nobody's going to take it in here. It's good things.
We'll definitely get a 5-star review then. Jesus. We're handing out credit card numbers. And
How do
shit.
we have 10 million viewers in one day? Yes.
So yeah, so that's it. We're gonna go play Arc now, and
I'm gonna go take a nap.
Yeah, Andy's gonna take a nap.
He's
and,
got to think up more lists.
Yes, he does.
Yeah. Hey, do you think we could trick him into putting one of our lists on there? Like, I'll post a list on that website and then be like, have you guys seen the list for the blah, blah, blah? And he'll be like, I got one right here, man.
I don't always use that website, by the way. If I don't agree with their list, I don't use it, alright?
All right.
He's got standards, okay?
Standards, man. Andy the list man.
Sometimes I don't agree with those lists.
Yeah.
Nah, I usually just whatever pops up on Google first.
First
And
one.
it's not always
Yep.
that website, alright?
That's the one.
Alright, so let's wrap this up and go kill some fucking dinosaurs. I like big lizards. So,
Yes.
Everybody, take it easy. Thanks for listening. Check us out hopefully next week. Same day, Saturday, 7, if we can pull that off. Maybe it'll be Saturday morning thing. I kind of love doing this in the morning. So I'll see you when I see you.